Alright, treat time. Alright, FF5 Fiesta. It's fun. It's probably gonna be my only run streamed this year. Entirely because Xenoblade just happened to come out right before Fiesta season, and I really wanted to stream that, and that's been taking up all my kind of extra stream time. Of course, we got our schedule pretty packed, and then Xenoblade streaming like 2 times a week for like 3 to 4 hours, so I decided that I'm going to have Xenoblade on Mondays still, but I'm gonna have Thursdays and maybe a Saturday or 2 for Fest. Yes, Fest. I'm on run 7 of the year. I normally get through 8. I normally kind of burn out around 8. I think I've actually gotten to run 7 faster than I usually do. I've definitely been playing it a lot here. Run 7, we have Mystic, Berserker, Bard, and Geomancer. I'm pretty excited for this one. Those are some yes, this has got problems and solutions. It's really absolutely a great description of this team. It's gonna be weird and good. I'm looking forward to it. It's not gonna be like a particularly easy time or a particularly hard time. It's gonna be ups and downs. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna love it. Alright. As usual, I am playing with the Fiesta mod on, hopefully. And so I'll be able to use Mystic Knight right away. So let's see what Mystic... I don't think I've ever had a Mystic Knight start before, so I'm looking forward to it. My last run had Samurai, and I honestly think Samurai is like just the best wind crystal job you can get, as long as you're using the all jobs unlocked mode, of course. Samurai is just so busted in World 1. Nothing expects you to have guild toss. So basically all of the World 1 bosses die to guild toss. There's only like 2, maybe 3 bosses that struggle with. I'm not sure how much fast forward I'm gonna use. We'll see. Probably during at least grinding and stuff, but I might not. I fast forwarded through every story this year. I might do that this year. It's true, no one's prepared to be beamed by Cash. There are so many bosses, but later on in the game, their HP totals tend to be too high for you to like throw money at them, but some bosses are still really, really susceptible to skill toss. And this run, we've got Mystic Knight and Bard are going to be problem solvers. There we go. This year, I haven't had Mystic Knight or Geomancer yet. I have had Berserker and Bard full, and I've had Berserker and Bard in run 1, both of them together. So I'm getting the Bard Berserker combo again this year. Oh yes, there are so many dead dads in this game. And he absolutely outs himself as dead dad, basically immediately. Alright, one thing I am going to do is I've started a new run, so I'm going to go to the FF5 Discord, and I'm going to use the bot. Okay, so the Goon Discord has a bot that you can put a bunch of commands into, but I'm going to put the color command into, and that's determined what color my boxes are going to be. I'm not actually sure what it's going to be with that combo. That's going to be fun. Yeah, you're right. JRPGs are definitely dead dad simulators, and often dead moms. Both. Well, the dead moms are dead off-screen, and then the dads die during the game. My dad is dead. Hardly ever hear this opening theme because I just skip through this cutscene. I love these potatoes. Look at these potats. Oh, here comes the potat. Into the pixels. Alright, let's go in. Yes, I do have the jobs mod working. I don't tend to put them in Mystic Knight right away, although I probably could. I'll speak slow, but I'll message fast. Ember, auto dash on, and my window color is apparently, I hope it's not too garish. It's a bit bright, it's not too bad. Definitely had worse. So these are some of my previous runs this year. It's very cyan. If it's a little too cyan, I can always mute it a little bit. But I like doing the different colors. It helps me remember the different games. Alright. Over to the meteor. Wait here, Boko. Alright, beat some gobos. See, I don't tend to change the job right now because one, it can make these goblin fights impossible to win, and two, these gobos don't actually give out any job points. They're actually, I think, legally distinct gobos from the ones we fight later on that do give out job points. Black-ass gobos. Alright, we get to name him, and I have a naming scheme this year. And I know exactly what I'm gonna name Bart's name. Bart's is actually, Bartz is Ricky. So I've been doing Xenoblade characters for the FF5 runs, and I determined at the end of run 3 that I was gonna do. I think I have the spreadsheet that says it somewhere. Yeah, I was gonna do Dunman when I got a Dragoon, Ryan when I got a Knight or something equivalent, and I decided I was gonna do Ricky when I had a Geomancer. So I have a Geomancer this run, so it's Ricky's time. Ricky's time to shine. I don't hear nothing. This guy is very sneaky. Before we go say hello to Galif, we're gonna go grab this Phoenix down. Hello, Galif. Oh no, he has amnesia. Hey, Galif. No. Where are you going? Alright, she's heading to the Wind Shrine, and Galif is like, okay, I'm going there too. Why not? And Ricky's like, no, unless there's food involved, I don't care. I ain't going. The Wind Shrine doesn't sound like a place where I can nap. It's a very accurate Ricky. Nah, you're alright. Go on without me. It's fine. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's a bit better. The sign is definitely hurting my eyes a bit, so I'm gonna change it very slightly. Yeah, that's a lot more pleasant on the eyes, I think. Alright, so then we're heading up here, the only way we can go. And once again, these gobos do not give out any job point. It's true, it carries on the spirit of the color I got without being hideous. If I'm gonna be actually reading the dialogue in this run, I want to be able to see it and not murder my eyes. Oh, let's go, John. I got it. Hey, buddy. That old man is pretty strong. Where? Boko's portrait is very good. You only see it in like a handful of places in the game, but it's very, very good. Alright. There's nothing particularly, weird here. We just fight the gobbos till we die. Goodbye. Chocobo eats Lena and Galif. Don't worry about it. No. Maybe he's like Kirby. He kind of did just like flip in, you know? Hey, don't worry about it. Well, promise me food, and I will come with you, to Wood Shrine. It does imply there was a path to Tool from, Tycoon that was then destroyed by landslides. Gallon for these goddamn meteorite. Datapod told me to go out in the world. Chief is making me go out. Do this so that my kids are fed. Alright, old man, just fine. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll find a ship. You know, if Faris's ship wasn't there, this game would end very quickly. Just be like, well, there's no way to Tool. Oh well. Alright, now we have these three, and now enemies start giving out job points. I'm going to give everyone Mystic Knights. So thankfully Mystic Knights can use swords and knives. The cave will actually be a pretty good time for me. It is normally, I've had some jobs where the cave is just an absolute nightmare. Because all I have is punch. Worth it for the extra job points though. The like 20 or so I get for going through this cave. What? Wondering where I had the fast forward mapped. I have a map just there. The Mystic Knight sprites are extremely strong. Yeah, I love them. They are very different. There's some jobs in this game where the sprites are just like really different. Some bats out on the face. The poor Geralt was stuck with punches, as usual. And Krill sprites are especially completely different. Knife. Crap. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a decent amount of fast forward. To like roll through enemies. Oh, it's a pirate! You can tell by his bandana and his eye patch. That's a pirate right there. So this will be a chicken knife run because I cannot use the Brave Blades. I don't actually have a particularly good user of the chicken knife. I have no way around the chicken knife fully procs, but a usable weapon is better than a not usable weapon. Generally speaking. So I do have Spellblade, but I have no spells, so I can't use it yet. No spells in here. Most of the Spellblade spells are black spells. There are a couple of exceptions to that. But you just buy them as you buy black and white spells in the shop, and then you can use them. Oh? How can ships sail when no wind? You've never heard of ships with engines in this land. Wind power or bust? Yes, I pretty much always play the Fiesta with the Chaos mod on, which unlocks all jobs at the start. I do mostly pure Chaos runs, and I feel like it's way more interesting to have jobs at the start. I have done the Freelancer all the way to the Earth Crystal before, and you know, it's actually pretty easy. Freelancers are really good. So they can get through pretty much all of World 1, no problem. But once you've done it once, you know. I like seeing shenanigans. I'm only getting a little bit of shenanigans this run because my water crystal job is Berserker. And of course, Mystic Knight is a water crystal job. As soon as I get it to the water crystal, I'm like normal. But we'll see if Mystic Knight early will be fun. It should be basically anything that can use a sword is gonna have a decent enough time from the Wind Crystal. And I have access to the elements, so I'll probably be about as good, if not slightly better than Black Mage. Degenerate, lecherous, piratey, pirate. I think you just said pirate, 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 pirate. You piratey pirate, you. I do love that when it brings up the pendant and it has it on the sprite, and of course it's like 4 pixels, so it's huge. I know, how could Faris lock us up like this? It's terrible. I also like that the princess reveal basically comes immediately. It's really funny. There are a lot of JRPGs that have a party member as a princess, and then they try to hide that for a while. And this game is like 20 minutes in, princess, and you're like, alright. I mean, I guess it does have a second princess reveal that it hides for longer, so... Yeah, Fiesta in the bones. Hello, that's a however. I love a good Fiesta. Yes, I thought it was about time I actually streamed one of these. I said at the start, but yeah, I haven't been streaming them because I've been streaming so much Xenoblade, and I really want to because, God, I love that game. And so, like, that's been taking up all my time. Yeah, the second princess reveal is totally Barks, yeah. Or, as he's in this game, Ricky, who is absolutely a princess. We got 4 runs with Geomancer. You must be pretty sick of Geomancer. I love Geomancer, and this is my first one this year, run 7. But any class will get pretty boring having several times in a row. I got rolled Dancer 4 4 times in a row and I job faired one away. I like Dancer, but God, I do not need a Dancer several times in a row, you know? I rolled it 3 times in a row, I job faired it away for my 3rd one, and then I got Dancer again on my 6th run. That's what happened. Dancer 4 times this year. Yes, there's kind of some lovely anti-synergy in this crew. Bard and Berserker kind of work against each other, which is really funny. Time for Soldra. It's time for a dragon. But it is a free Triple Crown with Bard. I've only had 1 run this year that hasn't had a free Triple Crown. Neat. I normally have at least 1 run where it's absolute hell. Maybe that'll be run 8. Alright, so our ship is Hydra powered. The dragon that tows it. Now that we have Faris in the Mystic Knight. I often forget that Faris is a Mystic Knight. As whatever job. I tend to only remember when I'm in town. I'm like, oh yeah, and I have 3 Mystic Knights. Freelancer. I will never take a siesta. Only fiestas. Alright. Grog. I will have to remember to try and get all the pianos. I have a very bad tendency to forget a piano exists. And then I have to like try and remember which piano I missed. It's normally the one in Jackal. Funnily enough. I tend to remember ones that I have to go past. And I forget the ones that are like hidden or in weird places. I have a bard, so it's piano time. Oh, he's better at playing the piano than I am. I'm gonna leave the dancer spinning, because all we wanted was the piano. Oh, he always looks goofy. He is Ricky. There are some very strange optional scenes in this game. And like, yeah. Stunning. Don't break into someone's bedroom, that's rude. Exceptionally rude. But yes, Faris locks the door on us so we can't go back in the room. Grog. Whoa. Rude. That's fair. What's this wizard got to say? Pirate is upstairs. Oh no, the pirates are drinking everything! Drinking out of hearth and home. Alright. Grab all the optional items. I'll come back with money to buy magic. Zog's house. Yes, we love Zog. Zog, who was in the game very briefly and then never mentioned again. First have some leather shoes. He's not at home, so there's no point going in his house yet. In there. Alright, now we're gonna go and lie to a nice lady. Oh, I don't know if you've ever seen what happens if you actually say you're not new to this adventuring thing. This is what happens. Kind of pros come around spooking the rookies. So she she quite literally kicks you out. Yeah, sure. I'm totally new to this adventuring thing. Totally not just here to rob you. It's pretty good. Gonna murder this gobbo. Yeah, Bart walks back in with the poop and he shouts and goes, yes, yeah, totally. I'm new. I have accidentally said I'm not new, because I'm trying to click through that menu too fast. You can even actually, yeah, if you press, like, B, like that, you can actually tell her yes, accidentally talk to her again, try to back out of the menu, and then she boots you out. I have done that. I was like, oh no, I didn't mean to talk to you again, and then told her I wasn't new to this whole adventuring thing. And she gets mean. Alright, so yeah, Mystic Knights are sore, so buy 2 of these. Swords are absolutely like the best weapon in World 1, just because you get so many of them. You can buy them, unlike knives where, like, they're a pain in the ass. Right, so yes, okay, Mystic Knights can't get shit. Good. These. I'm gonna go buy magic before I buy something. I want to be able to afford all the magic. This is probably going to be a pretty expensive run in terms of gear. None of these are Mystic Blades, so if we go in... A Spellblade is a separate category, but basically what you do is just buy the white and black spells and then go into Spellblade as well, since white and black. As I said, most of them are black spells, there's a couple of exceptions. They're on. But now I have Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder. Go ahead, can I buy a... Guess we'll find out. Alright, I can buy 1. There. Out my way, please. Alright. Off to the Wind Shrine. So there's not very many places you can go at the start of the game. You have a ship, but we're actually enclosed all around by water, by land and mountain. So we'll only go to the Wind Shrine. You don't have to talk to the Chancellor, but you can actually just go straight up. Most of the speedrunners just completely ignore this. But yeah, I got the chance that the king has not returned. Oh no. Alright, we'll go get him. We'll go fetch him. I think it's a good idea to come here, because there's a healing pot, and this person gives us 5 free potions. I'm going to be using a lot of items for healing, so I'm going to want all the potions I can get my hands on. Happy tent. Ah, cool, there we go. So the first job level of the Mystic Knight gives you Magic Shell. Which is, meh? Meh? It's extremely meh, but automatically cast Shell when near KO, and I'm pretty sure Mystic Knights have that innately. So you don't need to equip it. I'm pretty sure it's one of those ones that Mystic Knights just do. I know, woo! You know about that ability, yeah. It's, the rest of the Mystic Knight's, job, there's 7 levels, and the rest are all Spellblade level 1 through 6. But the very first one for Spellblade, the only one that isn't Spellblade, is Magic Shell. That's Secret Passage, grab his Broadsword, which is why I only bought, 3. And same for Leather Caps. Okay, I'm gonna try to blag this rather than going downstairs and healing. Good question. Probably. It's just save states are 4, right? This guy doesn't have any, weaknesses. Funnily enough, there's a few status effects he's vulnerable to, but there's no way of, like, casting them right now. Like, he's vulnerable to death, and poison, and blind, and old, but, unless you, like, hack those abilities in. Yeah, I was pretty sure I could beat him up pretty easy. Unless you, like, hack those in, there's no way to, get those status effects right now. Even with the, Chaos mod. I think the only one is, like, Confused. If you have Dancers, you can get Tempting Tango. Pretty much the only thing. Ah, Elixir, nice. Not that I really need elixirs in this run since I don't have any magic, but... I guess Mystic Knights do use MP, but I don't expect to be using tons of it. I'll just see if Mystic Knights do have it innately. I know that when you master Mystic Knight, you get Magic Shell innately on your Freelancer. So again, they don't need to have it equipped, they just get Cast Shell at low, at critical HP. I'm pretty sure it's just innate for Knights. Kind of like Geomancers have Find Pits and Light Step innately, you actually do not need to equip it if you have a Geomancer in your party. It's kind of why Geomancer is a little worse in Fiesta than I would normally rate it. Because of its 3 job skills, only one can actually be passed to anything and mean anything. If I gave my Berserker Find Pits or Light Step, it doesn't actually matter because I have a Geomancer in my party, so I just have those anyway. Alright, we're the chosen ones! Hell yeah! Protectors of the Crystal, we're very good at our jobs. I'm gonna protect these crystals. Nothing bad is gonna happen to any more crystals. I love, like, the teleport noise. Yeah, nothing bad is gonna happen to, kind of funny, I don't have any, wind or earth jobs. My last run was almost all earth jobs apart from Monk, which was a wind job. It's kinda like the opposite of my last run. Well, certainly, yes, we'll certainly not break 7 crystals. We will not be utterly terrible as Crystal Guardians. We really should have hired all our dads. I guess Galuf is a dad. Maybe there's just not enough dads. Alright, out we go. Yes, I look it up and I'm pretty sure, yeah, that Mystic Knights have Magic Shell innate. So it's not... You know, I could equip it on... Once I get Berserker, I could put Magic Shell on them. As useful as that is. I mean, it's more useful than Spellblade on a Berserker, because I do not believe Spellblade carries over... Oh, actually, does Spellblade carry over magic? That's interesting. I'll have to look up that as well. Some moves carry over stats, and I'm not sure if Spellblade is one of them. It's very Final Fantasy for all the crystals to be under threat. It's very true. You never end up just, like, saving one crystal and that's the end of it. Am I gonna buy 2 more shields? Probably. No reason not to. I expect Crayclaw to go down pretty well, with swords. Tell me how much. Yeah, so Spellblade's actually pretty cheap. Just give us a 2 MP instead of 4. Because it has the disadvantage of you have to spend a round putting it on. But hey, I'll take elixirs, that's a full heal. Oh no, Lisa multiplied like rabbits. Ooh, dangerous. Cannot help you. Alright, we'll stay the night. Yeah, I tried this game where it was get the crystal instead of get the flag. A few weeks before, you know, they're just like babies. Actually, this team absolutely has a trick for Shinryu. Bard is a free triple crown. And it's a very annoying trick for Shinryu that I don't like, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do it this run. It's fine. It's a zombie trick. It's a very cool trick that is a pain in the absolute ass to set up. When we get to Shinryu, you'll see. But yes, any team that has a bard can take on Shinryu. I was like looking over my team being like, God, do I have any way to berserk? And I'm like, no, this team can't berserk Shinryu. That's my favorite method to get rid of Shinryu. It's the best and easiest, but I cannot use staves and I cannot use rods. which are the two best ways to berserk Shinryu. But Bard has a very special skill that can help me take down Shinryu. I love my dead parents! I mean, to be fair, Brad Mage, he doesn't learn about the weight of the world for many years after Dad died. Alright, so Zok was hiding the key, because he's an asshole. Ah, yes, Glenburn. Yeah, you don't know too much about the game. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'm just saying that there's several different weapon types in the game, and each job can equip certain ones. Mystic Knights, for example, can equip knives and swords. Funnily enough, there's two categories of swords, swords and knight swords, which is also very confusing. But yeah, if we have a look at jobs here, I have Mystic Knight says there. It has little icons that can equip knives, swords, and shields. So every job tells you what it can and can't equip. And I don't have any jobs that can equip staffs. Like White Mages can equip staffs. And I don't have any jobs that can equip rods, which are things like Black Mage can equip rods. So there are, in a Fiesta, pretty much, you're gonna be limited severely in how many weapon types you can actually use. You'll almost certainly have someone who can use knives, they're the most common weapon type. You'll almost certainly not have anyone who can do, like, the individual ones. Like, samurais can get katanas, and they're, like, the only ones. Alright, I don't think there's anything else. I will talk about breaking rods as well. Breaking rods is something I cannot do in this run, but it's something that's very useful. If I cannot use staffs, I might as well sell this one. And buy 2 potions. I'm gonna need a lot of potions, because they're my only source of healing, because I do not have White Mage. Hopefully 12 will see me through. Yes, this is the start. I'm at the very start of the game. So because I've broken the Wind Crystal, I can now officially use my Mystic Knight jump. A lot of people wait until they, even with the Chaos mod, wait until they break the Wind Crystal to start their job. I just cheat and do it through the cave because I hate wasting job points. When their leader is leaving them, they're very upset. We're not taking our pirate boys with us. I gotta look after the cave. I think I'll actually... Yeah, I think I will go back to the cave now. Yeah, breaking rods makes perfect sense in context, but is not a thing in most other Final Fantasy. I think you can do it in 6. Using weapons as items is a thing you can do in like a very small handful of Final Fantasy games, and this is one of them. Glenna's sad, because Dad's been kidnapped. Oh right, yeah, the Wind Crystal breaking is actually extremely dire. Yeah, basically everything's gonna go to shit. It's gonna be great. As long as you protect the other 3 remaining crystals, then, you know, at least only the air will suck. If the water crystal was broken, things would get real rough. Yeah, the thermodynamics crystal. Air decayed, seas dirty, fires lost their heat. It would be a pretty bad apocalypse. It's fine, it's not gonna happen. We're very good at protecting crystals. Nope, still amnesia. He was alley-ooped to the thin air. What's in my bones? I do miss the very silly PlayStation 1 pirate translation for Faris. Like, it wasn't a good translation, but it was funny. And I have many nostalgic memories of it. Also, Ricky's in because if the fire crystal dies, then we won't be able to cook meat, and then Ricky won't have food. What will Ricky do if there's no food? Wyvern, yes. And Mr. Carl Boss, who we're gonna fight real soon. Alright, so I'm coming back into the pirate cave. You can actually do this at several points. I don't normally do this now, but it's got some healing items that I'm gonna take. Wyvern is fantastic. Dude, that's a great translation of Wyvern. Really? Why burn? Yeah, the fire crystal. Why burn? Because we need it for food. Do I want to deal with a back attack? No. And I've already done the Goon incentive to have a 0 power chicken knife against Ned. I don't need to do that more than once. Yeah, I doubt I'm actually going to be using the chicken knife very much this run. Oh, so this pirate here gives us 8 potions. I discovered this a couple of runs ago, but if you come to this cave before you've done the Wind Shrine, or at least before you've ditched the pirates, that guy isn't there. He's one of the pirates that's in the town and comes back. You can come and get this, and get more money and the chest, and see Boko, but the pirate with the potions isn't there. Currently I have Mystic Light equipped because how the Fiesta works is every time a crystal breaks, which, yes, sorry, spoilers, all the crystals break, you unlock a new job. So right now I've only got the Wind Crystal, so I'm using my first job, which is Mystic Knight, which was assigned as my wind job, even though it is a water job. That's pure chaos for you, baby. There's sign up for Pure Chaos, which just gives you 4 jobs, any job at any time. You can do a normal run where you get 1 wind crystal job, 1 water, 1 fire, and 1 earth. I like to go ham. That guy is blocking that line. Chaos for everyone, I love it. It's my favorite runtime. Because there's no dupes. Like, I don't like Chaos because I could give duplicate jobs. I prefer having 4 different jobs. So until I get to the water crystal, everyone's gonna be a Mystic Knight. Yes, in the regular game you unlock the jobs as you go through the game. Currently, with the wind crystal, we would have Knight, Monk, Thief, White, Black, and where is it? Blue. Those are the first 6 jobs you unlock. Some of the best ones in the game, Blue and Black and White, are fantastic. Fucking hate monks. Knights are great. Thieves are useful. Yes, I play with all the jobs unlocked so I can do some fun, wacky stuff with jobs early. At the start, you don't have any job. You are in a class that is called Freelancer. So it's here, what can I do? Freelancer. So unspecialized fighters. Freelancer can equip any weapon and armor, but doesn't have any abilities on its own. So if I go here, it doesn't have any abilities, but then you can add 2 of any abilities you've learned from any classes you've done. I can put, like, Magic Shell, and if I get Spellblade, I can put that on as well. They're very useful because they can, equip anything. Yeah, Magic Shell. Woo! It's not even the weakest, thing about the stats is 0, but each job has plus and minus. So a physical job is going to have good strength, but minus magic, and vice versa for that. So they're kind of the baseline of the 0 stats. The other thing about Freelancer is once you... Yes, it can equip any weapon in the game, which is nuts. As we get further in the game, we'll see just how... I'll talk about weapon stuff, and you can see why having the ability to equip literally anything is really good. But the other thing about Freelancer is that when you master a job, if that job has a stat that's better than the Freelancer's baseline, it overwrites that. So Monk has 26 strength. Freelancer has 0. If you master Monk, your Freelancer now has 26 base strength. And non-Fiesta, essentially what ends up happening is you master the jobs for the skills you want and the stats you want, and then you have a superpower Freelancer. The Tycoon's over there, but we can't actually get to it with the ship. We need the dragon that we're going to get later on, so... For now, there's nothing else to do but to go into the canal. But yes, essentially, to be superpowered in this game, you end up in Freelancer. Alright, we have the key. Let's get inside. Where did I get the key? Don't worry about it. Okay, so I love explaining FF5 to people as well. I love this game. And I know a pretty good amount about it. You know, this Mystic Light start's not going to be quite as explosive as Samurai. It's going to be pretty good. And nothing about Freelancer would be incredibly boring, but it would be so much easier than Quadra. It would actually be really easy. Like I said, like, you wouldn't have access to skills, but having access to all weapon types, you can do a lot of really nasty stuff with that. The reason why I use the Chaos mod and I don't do Freelancers the Earth Crystal is not because it's hard, it's because it's just kind of boring. And I've done it before, once you've done it once. Oh yeah, the Dicey Halloween final puzzle was very fun. Glad you enjoyed it. Oh no, we're getting sucked into the whirlpool. Yeah, that is the thing about witches, you can generate infinite dice. So this is Carl Boss. I believe he is weak to thunder, which is going to be very bad news for him. Alright, so how Spellblade works is you pick from your list, and you apply that element or status effect to your weapon. So I'm gonna make everyone have lightning on their weapon. It doesn't work at all. He's extremely weak. Everything's weak to having money thrown at it. There we go. So Spellblade only works with certain weapons. Swords, knives. I don't believe it works in katanas. There's some weirdness about what Spellblade will and won't work on. Steel Gallant here. It doesn't work on like Night Swords and katanas or things like harps and weird stuff like that. But he is extremely weak to lightning, so he just died horribly. Goodbye, Carlos. unfortunately, Sildra has been dragged into the whirlpool by our boat's engine. It does seem like Spellblade does transfer strength and magic to a class if you have it equipped. So that is actually pretty alright on the Berserker for certain things. Okay, Doofy Dragon, no! I don't know what Guildhast did exactly. Yeah, it throws your money, yep. It's called Zenonage, Zenonage, in the GBA version, which doesn't help you figure out exactly what it is either. Guildhast is a little bit more, yeah, it's a little bit more descriptive than Zenonage, which just is like, oh, that's a party-wide move. Zenonagi? That sounds about right. So yeah, you can throw all of your money. To look it up. I might have to look it up after the stream. I know that Spellblade, okay, most daggers and swords. Katanas are, and yeah, it's mostly just knives and swords that are compatible with Spellblade. I believe knight swords are. Guildhast throws your money at the enemy to do damage. It's a lot of damage. The formula for it is 10 plus your level minus the enemy's defense times 150. So if you're level 10 and the enemy has 0 defense, that's 20 times 150 damage. It's a lot. It's a lot of damage. It also costs 50 times your level per enemy. So if you're up against one enemy and you're level 10, it will cost 500 gil. If you're up against 4 enemies, that's 2,000. So it's not something you want to be doing in random encounters, but it's very, very strong against bosses that don't have high physical defense. Alright, so for once I'm not actually grinding out daggers here. So if you have a knife-only party right now, what you really want to do is these skeletons drop daggers, which we could not buy in Tool. They're buyable in the next town, but we've got a boss before then. So you don't want to be stuck with a dagger, a knife, and 2 punches. You want a full set of daggers, so you want to get 3 more. There are 1 out of 16 drop, so you just have to kill skeletons until you get 3 of them. I generally do it here. Wow, fine. At the start, because if I go down these steps, there is a rest area where I can heal up. Yeah, I did a long Twitter thread in my last run where I killed pretty much all of the World 1 bosses with Guildhast. And it is very strong. I remember the money move is also very strong in Bravely Default. If you come down here, you can actually rest. I didn't know about this for a while. I think the thing about money in this game is at times it's easy to come by and at other times it's very hard. I don't generally use Spellblade all that much in random encounters, especially at least not right now. Because it takes that extra turn, it's a bit awkward. Of course I get hurt. God damn it. I have potions. It's like, I could spend a turn, or I'm strong enough with swords to kill all these guys in 2 rounds anyway. Might as well just kill them all in 2 rounds. There we go. So I picked up that flail. If you have white mages, pick this up for the love of God. You do not want to be doing a white mage start without that flail. It was the hidden item on the stepping stones. It has full power from the back row and is probably the strongest staff weapon for a very long time. You'll need it for bosses. I'm gonna sell it because I have no use for it. Capitalism is very strong. I also have a big thing against using guild toss like moves. Again, I'm like, no, my money, what if I need it? But the Fiesta has kind of weaned me off a lot of those attitudes. Yeah, okay. So if it was more than one skeleton, I would just run away. So there are back attacks and preemptive attacks in this game. Back attacks, the enemy attacks first, and it also shunts you all into the opposite row you were in. So everyone was in the front row, so they're now in the back row. But if I had people in the back row, they would now be in the front row and very ripe for squishing. Change rows by, Yeah, when you're beating the game like 50 times, you know the answer to what if I mean it. And it's usually no. Like, normally I wouldn't be selling weapons even if I couldn't use them, because what if I could use them? And now it's like, no, I will sell off weapons I literally cannot use because I need the money. No, money. Yes, if you're in the back row, you take less damage, but your physical attacks do less damage. As we saw, it gets that skelly man. So the ideal thing is to have a weapon that does good damage in the back row. Like bows, so your rangers want to be in the back row because bows do full damage from the back. And the flail does full damage from the back, so if you have a white mage, just stick him in the back row with the flail. Oh no, it turns out Faris is a girl! Yeah, Faris is a lady. You try and be a female pirate. Not fun times. Yeah, it's a very good question. There's some pirate speak, used wrongly. What if I really need it? I do tend to keep elixirs still. Even though I don't really need them in a lot of runs, but I've definitely weaned myself off of some of that. When I had my, what's a great use of pirate speak? Used wrongly, but great. Shiver your timbers. When I had my run that had Time Mage, I was quick casting meteors, which even with the golden hairpin costs a shit ton of MP. That was like flinging up elixirs in the final boss fight. Now sleeping pose is very good. Faris is Faris. Ain't no changing this badass lady pirate. Alright, so you can also go back and rest in this room. If you want to grind for daggers later on, you can come back here and rest up. When I did the speedrun challenge, this was my resting point, when I was like grinding out some abilities in the shipyard. Alright, this time I am not going to skip world map, as I have done before. The magical teleport world map is pretty great, yeah. Right, go in this room. I just skipped this room entirely, so this is the world map. Let's pick it up. If you miss it here, it will pop up in 2 other locations. And you can come back to the shipyard, this graveyard, so I discovered, you can insta-kill any, rock enemy with a golden needle. I should have realized that, because it's the strat for a grinding spot later on, but I guess I never put the connection between that enemy and every other enemy. Anything that's made of stone, you can insta-kill with a golden needle, which is the thing that cures you, from petrified. And it should totally, yeah, it should totally show up as a secret boss in the void if you just leave it. I honestly, like, I didn't even mean to not pick it up, I just forgot to come in this room that run. And then I just decided to track it through the rest of the game. I confirmed it only shows up in 2 other, places. As I say, you can come back here and pick it up at any time. Yeah, my mind was flushed. How awful. Skellymans. I'm a little surprised I haven't had dagger drops, just because normally when I don't need daggers, 50 of them will drop, you know? When I'm looking for daggers, I get no dagger drops. When I don't need them, I get all of them. Oh, you need daggers. It's like, no. No, I don't need any. Oh, there we go. There we go. Speak a new shout. Alright, there's a boss fight coming up. Go up. Should be more than enough for this boss fight. Up we go. Ah! No, I'm done. No, I'm doing the boss fight. Go away. The Fiesta also, cured my habit of never wanting to run away from fights. You can't really get through 8 Fiestas, in 2.5 months if you never run away from fights. Oh, hey, look, Dad's here. He's right here. He's been here all along. A clue. Oh my. Look at this child who we're never gonna see again. Hello. Unimportant. She's got a portrait, but don't worry about it. I tend to take the Brave Blade anytime I have a knight. Because otherwise I never take it, or a gladiator. But really you should never take the Brave Blade. The chicken knife is just the flat out better weapon. I just don't, I like an excuse to do something different. Yeah, we got a little owned, huh? But it's alright. Galif's amnesia is saving the day. He doesn't recognize her. Fat chance, Missy. Because they're my friends. I'm gonna go and slap them. Boof. good thwack knocks you out of soul stealing, right? I do love this plot point that Galuf doesn't get trapped by Siren because he can't remember the loved one who she generates. True, sometimes you do have to slap your friends. Alright, fighting time. Siren has two forms. This first form has low physical defense, high magic defense. Oh good, she put haste to herself. Great. Oh no, she's gonna get to know Ricky's level and HP. What will I do? So if you have physical moves, you want to just chop away at that. Ah, those three have hit another M. True, Siren has better access to his memories than he does. Alright, second form is Undead. Undead has high physical defense. Unfortunately, for her, it also gains her a weakness to fire. We're just gonna load up with some fire right here. She does hit like a fucking truck, though. I equipped those leather shields I bought. Hilariously, I don't know if I did. Alright, I'm pretty sure I can kill her. Not healing. Yes! Goodbye! Alright. Yeah, yuck it up, guys. I get the feeling I did not equip them. Oh, I equipped one. Oh, Galuf now gets a bronze shield. There's something else and I've forgotten. Alright, I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna get some more water. I'll be back in a minute. Oh yeah, the music in this game is fantastic. Headset back on. There's the controller. So, one thing about shields, which is honestly something I didn't really know about shields for a while, is shields don't give you defense. What shields give you is evasion. So essentially shields can block attacks. So here the leather shield has 10% evasion, so like it rolls a check to see if it hits through that. And if not, the shield blocks it. So I think I've seen the animation where the shield comes up and it blocks the attack, so that's what shields do. They can also do other things, but yeah, the shields don't actually give you defense. They give you evade. Yes. The music of this game is absolutely burned into my brain. Yeah, I've played so much of it, and Vegas has to deal with me playing a lot of it. So, we're in a brand new area. Caliph might die, it's fine. I have played this like 8 times a year for the last 5 years. Oh. I need to get into town. I need to get that good inn. I love this town music as well. Alright. That was, those are the only 2 items around. So now that I have a rod, because I can't actually use them, I'm probably going to explain that. It says rod that sometimes casts Blizzaga. It's kind of a misleading, description, because what that means is if you equip this, it's not going to cast Blizzaga when you attack with it. What happens is, if you go into battle and use this as an item, you will break the rod, it will snap, and it will cast Blizzaga on the enemies. So, it's extremely powerful, especially early on in the game, because the Aga spells do a lot of damage. So anything that can equip rods can break rods. They are buyable in a town later on in the game. So you can buy them and then snap them. Yes, you cast a mid to end game spell for the cost of 750 gold. You get them in... There are more flavors, but Fire, Ice, and Thunder Rods you can buy pretty soon. And they cast Firaga, Blizzaga, or Thundaga, and they are a very effective way to beat a lot of the early game bosses. And yes, once they aren't worth snapping, the other thing the rods do is if you have the Ice Rod on, your ice moves do 50% more damage. So if you use Blizzaga with an Ice Rod equipped, you do more damage. It's very good. So Sleep. I can't remember what the other blades are. I think Silence is a spell blade. It is indeed. There we go. That's one of the few spell blades that isn't a black magic spell. So it's here. And I go in here. So instead of an element, you can attach a status effect to your blade that you then, when you hit an enemy with your weapon, it attacks with that status effect. So Sleep Blade is very good. The other thing about the blades is you can cast Sleep as a spell, but Sleep as a spell has to go through Magic Evade. So enemies really high Magic Evade are a pain in the ass to land Sleep spell on, but a Sleep Blade, as long as you land the physical attack, that works. So that'll come up a couple of times in this run. I'm trying to open something and my hands are not working. Yeah, evade this stab. Yes, the brick sword in particular is absolutely nasty. Alright, we can buy new swords. So there's the daggers. If you didn't grind any out, you can buy them here. But it's very hard for knife classes to get through Siren without, oh good god, too much. I have not enough money. Well, since I can't actually use this frost rod, I might as well sell it for a very small amount of money. I'll go ahead and sell a dagger. I'll probably hold off on the shields. So this is actually, this is like heavy armor, which like knights can wear. These are more what like, you know, thieves and everything else can wear, and the robes are what magic classes can wear. So the Mystic Knights get access to both. The heavy armor has better defense, but slows your ATB gauge slightly, because it's heavier weight, but I think I probably still want the heavy gear. It's fun having no money. This is probably good enough to get through the next boss. I have the Silence Blade, which should help a ton, so... I don't have any money for items. Ah, yes, so that lady told us about the guy at the pub. You don't actually have to do this. You don't have to talk to these people. You can go straight to North Mountain and do the next story bit. This isn't like a flag. Oh yeah, I just remembered something. It's true, I do have to play the piano. I do have a bard. I'd forgotten there was 1,000 money hidden in secret passage there. Yeah, pianos are not optional. The good thing is no pianos are missable. So you actually can't miss out on songs. There's no missable piano. Can't land and see her out. We should take to the air. So there's a dragon on North Mountain, but the dragon's there even if you don't talk to this guy. But now I have money, I can actually buy bronze helmets. I often forget about that money until I go into the pub. Let's buy 3 of these and 1 more bronze shield. It's true, even without a bar, you should always play the piano. You should piano flex. It's just the law. Need more potions? God, it's a bit tricky. I definitely need to buy a couple of these just in case. Yeah, I'll probably buy... Yeah, my only source of healing. Megissa's not weak to anything, but she can be silenced. I do have the Silence Blade. I'm fighting everything I can, because I'm gonna need a lot of money. The longsword should now be getting me through these fights pretty good. I say sword is like the best early game weapon, it's just the strongest. And every class that can do normal swords can equip these swords. We're not going to get into knight swords until quite a bit later in the game. Alright, we're in North Mountain. Here, find a dragon. I do love the cat enemies, they're very cute. Ah yes, the headstones. So these guys have the blue magic flash, but only if they have MP, so you have to feed them an ether before they can cast it on you. I don't really want to deal with the fight where I'm in the back row, frankly. You can change rows in battle, that's the command. It takes a turn, but I'm good just running away from fights where that happens. I missed! Garbage! Yeah, I'm gonna help him out with an ether. So I can learn Flash. Which blinds enemies, which is actually very useful in the upcoming fight. Level 8's good. Oh man, I mean, like, I love Blue Mage. A whole lot. I use guides though. I have a spreadsheet that I use to keep track of my job experience. I have now got a sheet that has blue magic, where you can first get them if you need confuse or control, and where you can get them without that. I'm not dealing with the cockatrices. Cockatrices can petrify you. They're very annoying to deal with. Alright. Another thing you can do at save points is use a tent. You get 2 types of tents and cottages. Tents heal up to 1,000 HP and 100 MP, so they're very good. Cottages heal all, so you'll switch from tents to cottages near the end of the game. But for now, tents are essentially a full heal. Any way to prevent petrify? Ribbons, I think, is pretty much the only way. The Aegis shield probably blocks it. Any shield, anything when you dodge the attack that petrifies you will also work. I'm just looking up something. Yeah. I was looking up a spell. So yeah, so I will have... I think sleep should work. Yes, there is a chemist mix that makes you heavy, yeah. It is a elixir plus a dragon fang. Gives you the heavy flag. No, wait, is that double HP? Something plus dragon fang. Maiden's Kiss? I can't actually keep mixes straight in my head unless I use a guide. I use a guide that lists them. I don't keep track of that at all. Yeah, the heavy flag is Maiden's Kiss plus Dragon Fang. Yeah, the elixir plus Dragon Fang is 2 times max HP. It's very useful for fights. Post-game super bosses I've never fought, so God knows. Alright, okay, I think I have my strat set for this fight. I've never done this fight with Mystic Knight, so I'm pretty psyched. Let's do it. Oh no, Lena, poisoned! Sure, that'll be the only time she's poisoned. Oh, 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 oh! She does it exactly like that. I mean, it is a dragon. God, I have never actually fought the GBA super bosses. I have very little desire to. I mostly play this Fiesta now. I kind of feel like if I ever play this game non-Fiesta, I will never be able to play it Fiesta, like 8 runs. I love playing it Fiesta. I suppose I have actually done 2 Fiesta runs, extra ones, this year. I did one in January in the Speed 1 Run 1 event, and then I did the Asuna for Corona a few months ago as well. Lena is absolutely into being poisoned. Alright, so for Magissa, I'm going to put a Silence Blade on. I'm going to have Lena unpoison herself. I'm gonna have the other 2 put Sleep on now. She cannot be sleeped, but it'll be important later, so I should just do it now. Okay, so now I have Silence Blade on. When I attack with Varus, it'll be silenced, hopefully. And Lena will just... So yeah, the effect that happens there... Yeah, there we go. So she's silenced, so she uses spells, but she can't use them now. Her silence does run out. So you do have to keep applying it. I have not heard of FF5 AC. If you kill her fast enough, you stop this guy from coming out. It's a bit tricky to do. Samurai can do it with Guild Toss. Ooh, I almost would have there. But I believe he can be put to sleep. So, as long as I keep Sleep Blade on him... He's a physical attacker. He hits like a truck. Now, Faris is gonna overwrite her silence with Sleep. So yeah, you have Spellblade until you overwrite Spellblade with another Spellblade. Fortnite is also vulnerable to blind if you have, like, Flash on Blue Mage. Yeah, I could have Berserkers right now. I do have the mod on, but because I haven't actually gotten to the Water Crystal yet, I'm still just in Mystic Knight. I have had a Berserker start. It's actually really easy. Berserkers are stupid strong. Even with knives, they just do a shit ton of damage. So it's honestly not that bad. A Berserker start, but yes, I have the Chaos mod on. So I can use all jobs early. We will get to see Berserkers maybe today. Yeah, I haven't actually got to the crystal yet. Trust in Berserker. I haven't ever done the randomizer. I should probably do a randomizer. But yes, you can silence Marissa and you can sleep Forza, and that makes that fight pretty easy. So Mystic Knight got through that pretty good. I expect the next boss fight to be hell. Probably not as hellish as it can be. Because Mystic Knights are still, they're not as strong as Knights, but they have the same gear. So I'm not like a white mage plinking away, or a thief. Thief is probably the most accurate one, but it'll still be a lot hairier than that. Because I cannot sleep the next boss. I can silence it, but I don't think that does anything. Kill the Gaily cats! I love them though, look at them, they're adorable. They're cats with wings. Yeah, Berserker's great, except when it isn't. The thing about like one Berserker is usually good. Except in a very certain few cases where a Berserker is terrible, but more than one Berserker is usually just kind of awful. There have been people who have finished the Fiesta with 4 Berserkers and beaten Rock Wizard, yeah. Plenty of goons do that. There was a goon that even... Oh god, there's a donation challenge for stealing certain bits of gear. One of them is from Nishian. I think it's a Chronego Guard, I'm not entirely sure. One was from Nishian. One is from the Golden Hairpin from Gogo. And another one, there was a couple of other ones. And yeah, they were like insane levels. So they had to not only get the silence procs, but also get the thief knife steal procs. And it's like nuts that someone did that with a 4 Berserker squad. People will do lots of stupid shit for charity. I myself killed Ned with a fat chocobo for charity. It took a bit of doing and it got very scary at the end, but I did do it. I got like $10 donated to charity for doing that. Alright, we now have a dragon. So the dragon can fly, but it can't fly over mountains, so I get stopped by mountains. Does mean now we have a dragon that, oh yes, we have the world map. I can actually see where the heck I'm going now. Go down this way. Head back over to Tycoon. We couldn't get to Tycoon with the ship, because you can't get past this meteor. You can't, like, walk around it. We have to fly over the meteor. Now I have dragon. Alright, time to loot a castle. Yeah, there used to be, I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be a secret Fiesta command, Blame Everhate, that gave you quad zerkers. Everhate, died, a few years ago, and it was made in his memory. He did one of the first, like, quad zerker, Fiesta runs. So if you, registered with, Blame Everhate as your, like, registration, you got a quad zerker quad. I don't know if that's still true. It was a couple of years ago. To honor his memory, that was a secret registration code. Alright, Princess cannot stay at the castle, but she can stay for a night and have a scene. I will see about seeing all the scenes in Tycoon. They're completely optional. You don't ever have to come to Tycoon. But there are, I believe, 3 scenes we can see at various points in the game. This is the first one. monster! What? No, I'm a pirate. Oh yeah, there is an awful lot of this game that is completely optional, especially at the end game. The vast majority of the end game is completely optional. And we will probably not be seeing a lot of it in this run. Normally I would, but I can't be bothered getting past Omniscient with this party. Although, Mystic Knight could probably do it fairly easily, so... maybe I will? I mean, Silence Blade is probably absolutely one of the ways to get past Rug Wizard. I'll think about it. I've got a lot of time to think about it, so I will think about it. I basically did none of it in my last run, so... I did the vast majority in one run. There was another donation incentive to get all the magic in the game. So you had to get all of the white, black, time... True, you might not be able to get cast silence sword. You might have to silence him first so that you can cast it. I don't actually know if Spellblade is a spell or a ability. Like, does Rug Wizard hate it? Is it like Gaia and he's like, that's not magic, get the fuck out. Maybe I'll test it. Maybe that'll be true. Yeah, the incentive was to get like all the blue, all the summon, white, black, and time magics and songs. I did that a few runs ago, 3 runs ago, I think it was run 4. So that required me to do the vast majority of the optional stuff. We're going around looting. Well, it depends how antsy Rug Wizard gets about you casting Spellblade. Spellblade is a spell, so he shouldn't, but I don't know for sure. Maybe we'll find out. Alright. It talks about Lena's sister, Sarissa. I don't know about any charity tag. I think there's anything. Yeah, that's just the balcony. There's lots of pots with lots of good shit. You want to come to Tycoon. Tycoon has a lot of good free stuff for you. Tomoes, thank you. Please do everything. Okay. That's fair. We normally do a run here where I do like everything in the game.
Please do everything.
So I do normally show off as much of the game as possible in a run, and this is probably gonna be my only streamed run of the year. So sure. Thank you. Well, this is a secret path. I did not know about this for the longest time. There's a couple of free cottages in here. There's a lot of stuff in this game where a lot of people will be like, what? So yeah, I did not know about this hidden path behind this turret for, I think I learned about it like 2017. Or 2018 Fiesta. Switch. Go. Alright, so he actually handed us a weapon. He handed us, sort of, I say weapon. He handed us the healing staff. What this does is if you equip it and attack, it will heal. It does about as much healing as a Cura, for free. But if you attack an enemy with it, you will heal the enemy, so... don't do it. I always forget about the healing staff in runs where I don't have White Mage and can actually use it. And I forget I have it equipped and I accidentally heal the enemy all the time. I can't use it this run because I can't use staffs. The other weapons we got there are the Diamond Bell, which is a Geomancer only weapon. The Geomancers love their bells. It does hurt undead. And yeah, the healing staff is free MP saving, but for the love of God, don't forget you have it on. I am really bad at forgetting I have it on. Whips are Beastmaster weapons. The Ashura here is a katana, and that is a samurai weapon. It's actually... This has 40 power. This is like an end of World 1 weapon. Yeah, I get all the... I tend to find out my jobs early. I like knowing what I'm getting, so I know what to buy. And if I should do all the pianos and all that sort of thing. I sometimes stream not knowing it, but I wanted to make sure... thanks, Epic. I wanted to make sure if I was going to do one run, only stream one of my runs this year, it was going to be a good one. And I feel like this is going to be a good run, so... That is the castle looted. If you have a samurai, that Ashura is fucking amazing. Like I said, it's a weapon we're not going to get until the, no, 5 towns from now? At least 2 crystals from now, so... it's extremely powerful early on if you're cheating like me and have a samurai when you shouldn't. Otherwise we're gonna sell it, because only the samurais... I should actually show this up. Oh, balls. What the fuck are you doing? No. Epic. Epic. Jesus Christ, I hate the Epic Game Store. You fuck off. Great. Sorry about that. The Epic Game Store decided it wanted to update. So another feature of this game is if you go into here and you can actually manually sort, by the way, if you click once. If you double click on a weapon, it tells you what you can equip, who can equip it. So it only tells you the jobs you have, by the way. So if you only have the Wind Crystal and you only have Knight, Black, White, and all that, it'll only show the jobs you have. Because I have the mod, it shows me all of them. So yeah, you can see the Shura is only equipped by the Samurai, the one in white and the ones that can equip it. And you can do this on every bit of gear. It's a very useful feature the game does not tell you about. That shows you, yeah, exactly what jobs can equip everything you've got, so... It's exceptionally useful for figuring out, can I equip this? And it's like, yes, and, or no. Actually, I think I'm gonna go into the castle before I go into the town. Yeah, the manual, the PS1 manual, actually had a lot of information about the jobs. And probably, I don't know if it did actually mention the double-clicking. Probably did. It's difficult to know. The manual was definitely good, but I remember it didn't, I don't believe it told you about breaking rods. The Ice Goddess Shiva sealed away in the castle. Well, if we're doing everything, maybe I will show that off. Not right now. Because she was actually really difficult. I actually normally do not fight her right now. I don't think there's anything. What there is, there's a secret doorway here. Someone who tells us that Shiva was locked up for no reason. Going downstairs, got all that. So yeah, I go here first because you get money. And now I'm gonna cheat. Yeah, the only reason Epic is on this computer is because Outer Wilds was Epic exclusive for a while, and I got that for Vicus's, I got that for him for his birthday. It's the only reason Epic is on here. Epic exclusives. So we're using one of the ways quick save is a trick. So there's 2 things you can do with quick save. One is what I'm doing right now. I'm using quick save to avoid encounters. So quick saving and reloading resets the encounter counter, I guess is the best word for that. Where how many steps you take then like increases the number and increases your likelihood of getting into an encounter. And the encounter in here is a shit. He's basically impossible for the majority of parties to kill at this point in the game. You can run away from him, but he's really hard to run away from. But behind him is this Elven Mantle, and I mentioned that shields increase evasion. The Elven Mantle is an accessory that has a, I want to say a 33% chance to evade, could be 25. Find the armor, it'll probably tell me. I was right, 33% chance. So this is a different check from the shield, I'm pretty sure. How the evasion works is slightly strange. Instead of it all being like one stat, it's like different checks. So your evasion stat is one check, and I believe the Elven Mantle is another. So yeah, if you have that on someone, you just have a 33% chance of avoiding a physical attack. A quick save? I don't think so. No. So it is a fantastic accessory. There's definitely 3 in the game. There's probably 4. I can't remember where the 4th one is off the top of my head. And if you use this quick save trick, it's extremely easy to get with absolutely no risk. If you do not use quick save, what I'll probably do is I'm going to save state. I'm going to save state here, and we're going to get into the fight. This is Jackanapes. He's an absolute piece of shit. He back attacked me, which is not great to start with, but yeah, he does mondo damage. He has really high physical defense. You're not getting through that. He's really difficult to run away from. I actually ran away there, but a lot of the time you will he'll just kill you. So what you're supposed to do is you are supposed to just run away from him, and then get the item. But if you quick save, you can avoid that. This is a basement. You can free him. Do not free that man. It's this guy right here. Do not free him from prison. Do not even talk to him. Leave him in prison. While I'm here, I'm just going to get a flag for the next story, and then I'm going to go to town. Well, see, what happens when you free him is he takes some of the chests in areas. So, I can't remember exactly which one. I know he takes the Blitz Whip. I don't know if he takes anything else, but there are some chests that he just takes, and then you don't get them. If you don't free him, nothing happens. If you free him, he takes chests, and that's all that happens. It's literally, there is no upside to freeing him. You do not get anything for freeing him. He steals items from you. Alright, so another meteor is landing. What I'll probably do is I will do the tower and get the water crystal, and that'll be where I am today. Seems like a pretty good place. Yeah, so don't, I went into there to be like, don't go in there. Do not go in this room. Do not talk to this guy. Do not set him free. Don't do it. Although I don't know if I'll be going into that particular cave, considering I don't have any way to deal with what's in there. Oh. Fancy music. Back to the Jaunty. He does take, unique. Yeah, the Blitz Whip, I'm pretty sure, is a unique weapon, only in that chest. Again, I don't remember exactly what he takes. I know he takes that, I can't remember if he takes anything else. Oh yeah, I didn't have a look at this shop. Yeah, the Blitz Whip is the only loss that hurts, and if you have a Beastmaster. But it does hurt. So here's actually time and summon magic. It is absolutely lazier not to go in and free him, it's true. Alright. Nope. Get out of the way. Alright, free silver specs. Those protect you from blind. Spellblade Blarts is very good. Alright, what can I afford? Decent amount. Do be careful with the Elven Mantle if you have... Let me, show this. If you optimize, it will take the Elven Mantle off, because the Elven Mantle has less defense. Optimize basically goes for defense above all else, so you will take off your accessories, like, all the time. Pretty sure this run cannot use power drinks, so I might as well just go ahead and sell that. I could sell shurikens, but they don't sell for anything. I'll go ahead and sell this whip, and this healing staff, and the Ashura, which is good money. I can buy that last Iron Helm. I do not believe there's any new swords. But there are axes. How weird. Alright, item shops are often in inns. If there's no building that hasn't, like, an item shop symbol on it, your item shop is almost certainly in the inn. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, buy a load of that. Please. Probably good enough. Spend all my money right now, it's fine. I don't need to rest at the inn. Alright, let's go to the tower. I don't have any fancy tricks for this upcoming boss. It's not weak to any element, and it is vulnerable to silence, but that doesn't do anything. And it's not vulnerable to, no. Oh no, the normally placid gorilla is attacking people. How terrible. Climb up these vines. There we go. I was wondering when we were gonna get an encounter. He is normally a friend of children. He's normally a good boy. These Padasols are very creepy. Ah, yes, that was the Elven Mantle going off, that cloak there. So the shield and the Elven Mantle have different animations as well. Hello, Wyvern. No, I don't want to deal with the back attack Wyvern, frankly. It's true, we are to the, 3 out of 4 children. These are the wyverns that were translated as wyverns, which is hilarious. I believe the wyverns have the mithril knives. If you have a thief, you want to get those mithril knives. Going up the left. Loads of back attacks, alright. Old translations are very good. Alright, well, I think this team should be able to take on the boss. I may die. I mean, like, I may have characters who die, mostly. Trying to think. We'll see if I end up playing it safe or risky. Alright, water crystal time. Okay, let you destroy the crystal. Didn't do a very good job there, buddy. This is Garula, and he's an absolute shit. He has 1200 HP, and when he hits about 800, he will start countering. And I say there's nothing really Mystic Knights can do here. He does physical attacks. I do have good defense, though. I'm in a much better position than a lot of... there's the counters. I'm in a lot better position than a lot of jobs. I have a lot of defense. I have shields on everyone. I have weapons doing good damage. You see, every time I attack him... that one even casts Sap, which slowly drains your health. It's a ginormous pain in the butt. But I should be able to get through him. And the only healing you have if you don't have a white mage is potions, which only go 50. Because even at this point in the game, potions are starting to be bad healing. And we're not gonna get high potion, be able to buy them for a long time. It does look a little like Knuckles, the little one. Yeah, this all that defense and the shields and the Elven Mantle are extremely useful here. And the teams that struggle with him are like thieves who have like no defense and no shields. And only knives, so don't do much damage. White mages have protect. So they can, like, really nerf his damage, and they have cure so they can live. The main problem with white mages is doing damage. The only thing you have that does damage is, like, the flail. My Mithril Helm is making Ricky, like, invulnerable, which is pretty funny. There's my shield blocking that. If you have Blue Mage, you can toad him. He untoads himself, and you can just toad him over and over again. A crystal. Well, we did a very good job of protecting the second crystal. Go us! Oops. Lord Galuf. Forgive me. We did it! We got more jobs! That's way more important than protecting a crystal. Alright, so yeah, we're being sent off to protect the fire crystal, because we did such a damn good job of protecting this one. Unlike the first crystal, we're gonna have to pick up all these shards manually. Let's get to it. So normally when you break the water crystal, you get High Mage, you get Mystic Knight, which I already have. We have Berserker, Red Mage, and this is Summoner at the back. Summoner is a fucking excellent class. Probably the most brain-dead, easy class of the game. Like, Chemist and Blue Mage are probably more busted, but they're also a lot more work. So there's a fragment up here, but you cannot get this fragment. Oh, he's dead. Oh no. So don't worry about it. You can't get that fragment. You have to just abandon it. So long, mine. Yes, you actually do not get that fragment until, like, end game. Another reason why I like playing on the Chaos mod is, the GBA exclusive, jobs are only at the very end of the game, and only after you've done, like, a huge chunk of the optional stuff in World 3. It feels like such a waste to only get the GBA job at, like, the very end of a Fiesta run. And it's the same with Mime. That's not quite as bad as the GBA ones, but you basically don't get to use it until, like, the end of the game. I like using these jobs, like, all the way through. I have had Mime this year. It was pretty fun. Oh, bye, Sildra! What, you don't want another tragic death scene for Sildra? You gotta have two of them. The mod is absolutely excellent for players who have played it, before. Yeah, I can say that. It is extremely rude they killed off Sildra twice! For new players, I would not recommend getting all jobs at once. Most new players have difficulty just with all the jobs you get given to you, like even given out little by little. There's a lot of choice paralysis in this. But no, I would not recommend the Chaos mod for a new player. I would recommend the Fiesta though. The Fiesta is great for new players. Especially like the normal mode one, where one from each crystal. There are very few teams that are, like, really struggle through the game. And it takes choices out of your hands, so you can just sort of, you know, play with what you've got and not have to worry about, oh god, I have 20-something jobs to choose from, Alright, so I have Berserker. Yes, job choice. I never had all that much job choice paralysis, but I played the game with everyone, like, with different jobs. Essentially, I had one mage, who was, like, the white mage, the black mage, the summoner, one physical class, like the knight and everything. One the sort of weird physical classes, like thief and ranger, and then one the wacky shit, like geomancer. It's very useful doing that. Alright, sum is off at the minute because I am looking at a spreadsheet. It's how many people do I want to be berserkers? And how many... It is actually... I probably want a 3 Mystic Knight, 1 berserker. Yes, you're correct. Everyone should learn Blue Mage's learning. You're totally true. That is the first thing I usually learn. Learning is just so useful. Yeah, so I want one thing I'm gonna do is rearrange here. There's there. Yeah, Mystic Knight is the most job points to master. I think it's probably 3 Mystics and 1 Berserker, and because 3 playable characters and 1 non-playable is better than 2 and 2. Or even 3 and 1 the other way around. So, who's gonna be my Berserker? Who wants to Berserk? Is it just the Wolfman? Let's do Bart. So, we could give it Spellblade. Berserkers have more strength than Mystic Knight, so... And Spellblade 3 is only a portion. The magic will be useful, but not right now. It'll be useful much later. Probably just Magic Shell. So Berserkers can equip knives, axes, and hammers. Axes and hammers are some of the weird weapons of the game, so I'm going to go and buy an axe for my dude. Yeah, Spellblade's a command, and doesn't really do that, but it comes with a passive magic and strike stat boost. It's basically like a magic command, so... Yeah, there we go. The base strength and magic stats. Yeah, it's Mystic Knight strength minus 2 times 7 minus percentage of level, so... Yeah, you carry over the Mystic Knight's base strength and magic. And carrying over the magic stat will be useful for the Berserker later on. The strength, not so much. The Berserkers have really good strength. But it's a useful one to put on him. Right, I'm buying an axe. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm buying an axe. And my axe. So now that I've got the water crystal under Fiesta rules, I have to have both jobs. I can have any combination of both. I can have 3 Mystic Knights and 1 Berserker, 2 and 2, or 3 Berserkers and 1 Mystic Knight. So I'm gonna put Battle Axe. The thing about axes is they have less accuracy, but they also ignore a portion of defense. I feel like they ignore 75% of an enemy's defense. So essentially an enemy has a quarter of its normal defense when you hit it with an axe. But axes don't have good accuracy. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this game that doesn't tell you about, that does stuff, like the commands passing on. Like, Black Magic passes on a Black Mage's magic stat. Summon passes on. Pretty much every magic command passes on a magic stat. And yes, axes are way stronger than they appear, because the game doesn't tell you, but they ignore most of an enemy's defense, so... Alright, one last thing we'll do for today is we'll go through the meteor, and I think I'll end there. So you can go back to the king, and he tells you that, oh, it seemed like the soldier guy came out of that meteor. So you go to the meteor and there's a warp in here. Yes, axes also have a super wide damage range, yes. And it is often countered by, yeah, the ignore enemy defense. But axes are still really good. Especially with a Berserker strength behind them. Berserker has like the 4th best strength in the game. Surprisingly, they're not up top. Monks are better. As are Knights and Gladiators. Yeah, Ricky Xenoblade, yeah! Also tonight, when we stream War Dragon Warrior Monsters, we are also named Ricky, so this is just a Ricky stream. It's just a Ricky day. Thursday is Ricky's day. He's the hero pawn. Well, yeah, how can you forget the legendary hero pawn? So yeah, the meteor takes us across to a new area of the map. This is where we left our dragon. that's where he is. That's where we came. So we warped all the way over here. Alright, so I'm going to end there for today. Unlocking the second job seems like pretty decent stopping point. And yes, we're gonna do our usual Thursday stream. We'll be streaming Dragon Warrior Monsters at around 7 Eastern. So in about 2.5 hours, I'll be streaming some more with Vicus this time. He will not be working. So Vicus and I will be streaming Dragon Warrior Monsters. Gain a dragon, lose a dragon. So yeah, you lose. Yeah, we cannot get that dragon for now. It's gone. It's on the other side of the map. Vehicles just leave in Final Fantasy V. We'll see when I stream this next. It's gonna be one of those ones that I just, I do kind of randomly. Probably Tuesdays and Thursdays are the most open days. So we'll see when I stream it next. I'm gonna host you guys over, I believe Doc is still, streaming his monthly. I'm gonna host you guys over at Doc. Join him for some monthly before we start streaming at 7. Thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you later tonight.